Hello and welcome to the NES test, where I, Dr. Whippersnatch, put your favorite classic games to the test. You know, there's a lot of series that I get excited for. I'm excited to do Mario, I'm excited to do Castlevania, but one of the earliest game series that comes up alphabetically that I was getting hella pumped for was Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. I am a huge D&D fan. Like, a really big fan. And with the exception of the tutorial from the first Baldur's Gate, I've never really played any D&D video games. Personally, I don't think that role-playing games can truly make the jump from tabletop to video without losing the role-playing aspect. But I'm not comparing this game to the source material, no. Instead, how it acts on its own. Though I will be referencing D&D a lot. I just can't help myself. If you've never played a tabletop role-playing game before, try it out. It's only as nerdy as the other dorks at the table with you. Besides, Stranger Things just made it cool again. Now, let's roll for initiative and get on with the review. The first game I have in the AD&D lineup is DragonStrike. It's set in the Dragonlance setting, and while I may be more of a Forgotten Realms sort of guy, Drizzt is my babe, I have some love for the series that renamed halflings as Kender and made them thieving douchebags. I mean, D&D already did that with hobbits, so I guess it's okay. So when you first start up the game, you're probably going to expect to choose your class, right? Will I be a fighter, a wizard, or perhaps an acrobat? Or maybe a dragon? What? Okay, no complaints here. In DragonStrike, you get to choose from one of 3 dragons. Some are stronger, faster, better, harder than others. But I don't fully know what these stats mean. I believe S is speed, H is health, and B is breath? I chose the gold dragon, the wisest of the bunch. They're wise enough to know that fire is rad, and you should always breathe fire if you can. The bronze and silver guys have stun moves, but my playstyle is more like shoot like an idiot and then fuck everybody up. Oh shit, I died. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh god, the agony! Fuck, you die a lot. I mean, there's no problem with dying, and really, game overs don't seem to be any different than a regular death. They only really seem to be there to tell you what the password is if you need it. When you start a level, it tells you your mission, and specifically what you need to do in the level. Most of these enemies, they don't matter, as long as you do what you're told. This can be something like, kill all of the dragons in the level, destroy all the ships like, "Rawr, I'm a siege monster now, bitch!" Or even fight a boss. This Kraken in particular gave me a hard time. You have a fire button and an alt fire button. Your dragon is constantly going forward, but you can use tank controls to turn him. Or her. Let's go with him for now. Gold dragons usually have fancy mustaches, so let's not overcomplicate things. Pressing up will actually make your dragon go down, and vice versa. This is a cool mechanic because some enemies are closer to the ground or the water and can only be hit from there. And other dragons can also move up and down. Makes everything feel real dynamic, like you're actually flying. One problem I have though is, why does up make you go down? I know that in some games when you move in a 3-dimensional plane, reversing the controls is, I don't know, more instinctual or something. There's reasons why people do it, but in this game it's a strategic option, where I need to choose when to go up and down precisely. Why not just have both the up and the down button go up and down? I mean, there's only 2 planes you can actually go on, the higher plane or the lower plane. It just seems like it would have been a whole lot easier. I mean, this is a nitpick, sure, but it was a bit confusing for me, so I thought it was worth bringing up. Before each mission, you're shown which part of Kryn you're going to, which is a nice nod to the Dragonlance series. The levels themselves don't particularly have any stage hazards, other than rock formations and cliffs you can bump into. They look alright, no real complaints here, but most of the variety comes down from the enemy sprites. They're all very thematic. You have little dudes, big dudes, catapults, ships, dragons, beholders, and dragon turtles? Didn't think I'd ever see any of those in an NES game. Brings me back to my college days, when a buddy of mine who's playing a halfling thief poisoned a dragon turtle from the legs of a cyclops when we were traveling through the water and... I'm off track. D&D stories are for another day. The music is a bit simple, but each level has a different theme, so at least there's some variety. You'll probably get sick of a track if you're stuck on the same level for too long, but the bosses are a different story. They're really upbeat, and when the beats start to kick, it really gives you bardic inspiration. The gameplay of DragonStrike is solid. If you can see past the tank controls, reverse dive controls, and somewhat tricky bosses, a 3 out of 5 here. The presentation is pretty average, but there has been effort made to keep variety in the game. From its music to its levels, and heck, the enemies look pretty good too. The presentation gets a 3 out of 5 as well. And finally, the direction. From the very beginning, this is a pretty easy game to just pick up and play, if a bit tricky to get good at. They even tell you everything you need to know in a sort of mission briefing, which makes you feel like you're a part of a bigger plan. It feels good to know what you're getting into. Direction gets a 4 out of 5. In total, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons DragonStrike gets a 3.5 stars to Armor class. And that's a hit. Roll damage. May not be much of an RPG, but it's still a lot of fun. After all, why slay the dragon? You can be the dragon! Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe check out some of my other videos. This has been the NES Test. I'm Dr. Whippersnatch, and the Doctor is out.